Limits for April 22nd, 2017. Puff Puff Pass. It's your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Fishes, joined as always by the Beavis to my butthead.
Meh. Gotta keep me from my bunghole. I'm Todd Fudge.
What's up, buddy?
No, it's not going too bad. How about yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good.
I'm gonna let you finish your plugs.
Suplex City Limits, available for listening everywhere fine podcasts are found. You can follow us on Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can also donate on Patreon, patreon.com/Suplex City Limits. Shout outs to our Patreon supporters. Keith Martin, he's the dollar guy.
He gets a name now.
Well, you know, Keith Martin. We also have infamous Chris Savage, our friends Wrestling Soup Podcast. Of course, Casey, the longest donor of the show. Thank you very much, sir. And we have a new donor, the Miz Guy. Thank you very much, sir.
Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the money from Miz Guy is fake and you'll get like some kind of virus.
Why is that?
Well, because Miz Guy is the guy that the Satpod guys. There's a creepy situation with Miz Guy and Satpod.
I think I've heard about this.
Yeah. So like, he knows more about him than anybody should. That would be just a listener, and they don't know who it is.
Well, you know, if you give us some fucking money every month, welcome aboard.
Hey, I'm more than welcome. Keep on being that good shill, Miz Guy.
Yeah, thank you for donating. We'll see if it cleared. Actually, usually wait until they clear. I don't know if that one cleared.
It might not.
And then preemptively. If not, next week I'm shooting all over you, Miz Guy.
Shooting a load, dirty load.
And you can also pick up T-shirts at Pro Wrestling Tees, the #1 stop for pro wrestling tees. We have 4 designs available. We've got the classic Suplex City Limits logo. We've got the retro NES styled one. We've got the King of Bong style shirt. So pick those up. Long sleeve women's tank tops, all that shit. Been a while since we sold a T-shirt, so
get on that shit. Maybe you need a new design.
Well, we can't put any more designs up until we sell more shirts. So
fair enough. So buy some more shirts.
Yeah, these are the 4 designs we have for now. So
get on that shit.
Until otherwise, buy them shits. So we are here as usual to get as high as draft pussy. Talk about pro wrestling.
Draft pussy.
Yeah, giraffe pussy.
Giraffe. Oh yes. I thought you meant draft pussy, like we were drafting pussy over here.
Oh, no.
I'd be down for a draft pussy. If we can get like 16 entries for a draft pussy, I'll be down.
And the #3 pick of the 2017 SCL Pussy Draft.
70s Bush Pussy.
Jim Vicious selects Asian Pussy.
Honorable mentions go to Blue Waffle.
Oh, I'm not picking that. That's like the Eva Marie of vaginas.
Oh.
I think my bitch is about done with the company.
I think so. Isn't she supposed to be in a new Street Fighter movie?
As what, Cammy?
I don't know. I assume that's what she would be, but I can't see her being she's stiff as a board.
Oh my god, she fucking sucks. We'll talk about her maybe. We'll talk about Total Divas or something.
I would imagine if a sex tape came out of Eva Marie, it would kind of be like the Paris Hilton sex tape.
Oh yeah.
Where she just lays there, just takes it like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah, those chicks that wouldn't even be fun to fuck. You know, that's I always say I always see these commercials for Teen Mom on MTV when I'm watching Catfish. I have to admit that I do love the show Catfish.
Dude,
anyway,
Catfish is dope.
Even though this season it's just all lesbians trying to fool fucking straight girls.
Well, see, I haven't seen this season, and that's disappointing because
a lot of it is.
There's no creepy factor there.
Well, I guess not, but.
Well, from afar, there's no creepy factor there. I haven't seen it, so.
Right, but yeah, my girlfriend hates Farrah Abraham just from the show.
So you just show her sex tape all the time?
Although I'm always I give Farrah Abraham props, dude.
for taking
Because
that.
it's like one of the few fucking celebrity sex tapes that you're like, I would actually want to fuck that chick.
She does it in the swing and all that shit.
I mean, she like demands that he like fuck her in the ass and shit. It's good stuff, man. It's
Yeah,
good
it's not
stuff.
bad. It's not bad.
You actually want to sleep with her. You wouldn't want to sleep with Paris Hilton. I mean, that's just like, or fucking Kim Kardashian. They're lame.
Oh, that's the worst sex tape, though. The Kim Kardashian sex tape. There's nothing to that. There's nothing to it.
That or the Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton's awful.
Yeah.
So give me a pillow. Ooh, ow. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna just fucking smother the bitch with the pillow. Right as I finish. Just like,
I'm finished, and you win both ways. Finish with your pussy, and I'm finished with your mind.
they cut her up and flush her down the fucking toilet.
Jeez, this is taking a dark turn.
That's Suplex City Limits, man.
It is.
The only wrestling podcast that talks about fucking killing a woman, chopping her up, and flushing her body parts down the toilet in the first 5 minutes of the show.
You're welcome.
You gotta find your niche, man.
You do.
The pro wrestling podcast scene is very crowded.
I feel that if we were a deep web podcast, we'd be huge.
Deep web. You're kind of like the deep web fucking wrestling podcast. Is there any style of, maybe it's just because we're in it, but it seems like there's more fucking bullshit wrestling podcasts than there is any other kind of podcast. I don't know.
I really think so. I do.
What is it about wrestling podcasts that like every fucking J-bro thinks like, oh, I could do a podcast?
And you know what? Like, I've never dove in to see how many other podcasts there are about movies or things like that. But no, it seems like it's a wrestling fans have always been vocal.
Yeah.
And this is a very easy way and a very you get your energy out talking about it through a podcast, and maybe it just helps other people not break TVs like some people on YouTube.
Yeah, I bet there are a lot of movie podcasts now that I think about it.
We'll probably
I just maybe because we're in this world that we notice how many there are.
Yeah, I know. And how many wrestling podcasts end up following you that you've never heard of?
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
And then like, a new one starts every day.
Yeah.
And it's like I give credit for that, man. Like, because like so many shows are like so far in. To like start a new one now is like holy shit.
Yeah, it's almost a daunting task, and it's not like we were those guys at some point in time, but like
sure.
it seems like since we've done it, and like not saying that we spawned all these fucking things, but like it seems like it's caught on a lot more, and everybody's doing it now.
Right, everybody's doing it. Some of them are actually good. Most of them suck dick.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Start a Scott Stapp fucking wrestling podcast where you fucking, oh yeah. And then Braun Strowman beat up Roman Reigns.
He took him higher.
Flipped over an ambulance.
They used my songs in the WWE, Lord, my sacrifice.
Scott Stapp was actually on this week's episode of Comedy Jam on Comedy Central.
Didn't he say that he fucking talked to somebody in the bathroom that was dead? Like somebody's ghost visited him in the bathroom? Scott Stapp. Scott Wheeland visited him in the bathroom one night. He's jumped the shark, dude. He's fucked.
Scott Weiland's like, hey, you better stop fucking singing like a low-rent version of me, motherfucker.
Yeah. Don't you ever dare cover Interstate Love Song.
Scott Weiland is a fuck of a singer.
Oh, dude, he's incredible. He was incredible.
Yeah. Way better than Scott Stapp. But I suppose we should talk about fucking wrestling.
I guess.
It is one of those times where I'm very like cold on wrestling.
Cold in that you're gonna beat it.
Cold, like I just like don't care really right now. Like I'm really kind of low on wrestling. It's like kind of after. It's always like that after WrestleMania lull. You know?
There's nothing of any importance going on. And the things that are going on is just like you shake your head at.
And everything's broken too right now. Like delete. No, not that kind of broken. Sadly. But like this whole Bray Wyatt match with Randy Orton, did you see on WWE.com? It's not listed as a title match. There's no mention of. So it's like Bray Wyatt's on Raw, but he's wrestling fucking Orton, but it's maybe for the belt. It's a House of Horrors match, which they've asked the fans, like, well, what do you think we should do? You know, they don't have no idea what they're doing. Even this week, but Randy Orton's like, I don't know what a House of Horror match is, but I'm gonna burn it down. Like this could be the worst match of the year, depending what they do with this fucking thing. Because that match they had at Mania was the shits.
It was absolutely garbage. My guess is that it's not a world titles match because they want Bray Wyatt to be able to go over and not have to deal with the whole title leaving SmackDown. I feel like they want Bray Wyatt to go over so that he can go against Finn Balor and just have it mean more.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it was originally they were just going to. They don't want him to get the belt, so they can have him beat Orton. Have him beat Orton in nefarious ways, I suppose.
Yeah. And then, well, that brings us to something that will happen on SmackDown that would just leave your jaw on the floor and confused.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. That's a whole other story.
You want to talk about some news or something? I don't know.
Well, if you say so. Today on the news, nothing. At all.
But that music makes it sound like something.
It makes it sound like it's very important. It gives us street cred.
It gives us street cred. Unfortunately, one of the only things I liked on Raw, the revival, we're going to be waiting for a while for that.
Yeah.
Dash Wilder is injured. He has broken his jaw.
Wasn't it Hideo Itami? Who broke his jaw?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess, have you heard that?
I thought I heard somewhere that it was Hideo Itami. Now, that could be a complete lie because I'm already half in the bag, right? So.
Yeah, he'll be out for 8 weeks on this. So.
Oh, yeah, he's got his jaw wired shut now.
You're right. It was a tag match with Nakamura and Itami.
Now that's a fucking tag team.
Yeah, right.
Like that. Where was that on my house show?
Yeah, and this was on an NXT house show.
Oh, goddamn. That sounds delicious.
It's a cool tag team, right?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
They'd find some way of fucking up by calling them like Orient Express 2.0.
That was back when you just put Express on things. And yeah. Rock and Roll Express.
Midnight Express.
Midnight Express. Orient Express. Fuck yeah,
I'm sure there's more Express.
Probably. Let's see. WWE legend Vader collapses in the ring after a head injury. Dude, I thought this guy had like heart disease and only like 2 years to live. Why is he wrestling at 61?
I think he's just he's playing the gimmick. He's got the only I'm gonna die soon gimmick in wrestling. And he's making a killing at it.
Dude, 61 years old. He fell unconscious during a ring performance in Tokyo at Korakuen Hall. He was at least he was in a 6-match tag. Or a 6-man tag, excuse me.
Yeah.
It was Vader, Muda, and Akira against Fujinami, Ricky Chosu, sorry. And, god damn it, these fucking names. Koshinaka.
Like, I think this is all Noah, isn't it? I have no idea who most of these guys are.
Oh, I imagine. I mean, yeah. It was the 45th anniversary to the debut of Tatsumi Fujinami.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. That's a big name. But,
known as the Dragon, yeah.
If, can you imagine being Vader's PR? You know what I mean? Like, he must be a PR nightmare. He called Will Ospreay basically a little fag. he sent out a picture of his dick with boots on.
Naked with boots, yeah.
And then, what was it? Well, now he's going to die. Now he's passing out in the ring. Like, can you imagine having to cover this? Like, it must be like Meatloaf's fucking PR.
This is a concussion, I guess, from being dropped on his head. He said he was dropped on his head, which gave him a concussion. That's why. It had nothing to do with his heart.
Fair enough.
So, man,
I don't
still,
believe that.
why are you in the ring at 61?
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
I mean, it was cool when he came back to fucking Impact a couple of years ago. That was pretty cool.
He did have that good match on Raw against Heath Slater. Like, that was decent.
Yeah.
For a legend, you know what I mean?
God, why is that gone? I've always, like, do you need to bring that back with somebody? Just where some guy loses to fucking legends every week? That's fun as shit, man.
You can have anybody do it to you. You know what I mean? Like, just take somebody from NXT, you know nothing's ever going to happen. Bo Dallas, give it to him. You're done with him, obviously.
Dude, I loved Heath in that position, man, where he'd face the legends. That was fun.
Oh, because Heath is a good character.
Coming. You knew it was coming. You didn't know what legend would be. It was always fun to see, like, who's coming out, you know?
Yeah.
I like it. They should bring something like that back. And that guy is good. We've always, like, it's kind of hipster to be like, oh, Heath Slater's, you know, fans of Heath Slater, but the guy is good.
He is.
He proved it on SmackDown, but they kind of let that fade away and never really, you know, they could have built on that whole thing.
They really could have.
They gave him the belts, they took him off him, and
forgot all about him. Forgot all about him and his kids. But you got to think Brock Lesnar got that over. He did. He did. I don't give a shit about your kids. He got that over.
That was good too, and that, you know, that was fucking completely like all on the spot. Lesnar's kind of genius in his own way, huh?
Oh, dude, he's a fucking G.
All right. So Flair, as we mentioned last week about Flair getting kicked out of a bar. It sounds like the setup to a bar, like a joke, like, you know, like Ric Flair walks into a bar.
Yeah.
But he fucking elaborated on it. He said, I walked in, said to the guy, will you please put on the golf tournament? It's, you know, it's the Masters. And the guy said, what do you think this is, a sports bar? To which Rick responded, I didn't say it was a sports bar. I asked you to put on the Masters. So, yeah, the bartender said he would try, but I guess he later, you know, got Flair kicked out, so.
But was Flair fucking loaded when this happened?
Well, Flair says, I only had one drink. I asked for another drink. He takes the same glass and puts the ice in and starts pouring in the same glass. And he says, sir, doesn't a premium drink require a new glass? To which the bartender responded, are you telling me how to bartend? Flair said, not if I don't have to, dumbass. So I guess he called him a dumbass.
Fair enough.
You call me a dumbass, then Ric Flair said, I can call you a dumbass or a fat ass. Both work.
Oh, Ric Flair, the champ. Oh.
That's just it. It's like, who is this fucking guy giving Ric Flair shit, dude? Like if I owned a bar, Ric Flair can come in and do, like, Ric Flair will come in and grab you by the pussy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, nope, don't
you just
care.
let him. He's Ric Flair. He's a 16-time world champion, goddammit.
Yep.
Woo!
Yep, just let him woo.
Yeah, dude.
Clear the way, let him do his strut. Just let him do his thing. Just let him do it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the crowd that would generate just Ric Flair in your bar? Especially at like an airport where you got people coming and going. You got to know there's definitely people that like wrestling flying somewhere. They'll see Ric Flair, they'll come in, boom.
Yeah, so that's fucking great. I don't know about the same, like, I don't think I would give a shit if somebody made my drink in the same glass.
I wouldn't either.
I mean,
I don't drink, so.
I don't really drink that much either, so. But whatever. I mean, I guess it is bartending etiquette that you do use a new glass.
Yeah. Yeah, like that Spike TV show, they fucking shit on you for it.
Dude, I love that show.
I do too.
I just started recently watching it. I've never really watched it, but
it's a good fucking show, man. Like he's the Gordon Ramsay of bars.
Yeah, Bar Rescue.
Yeah.
I got into it because I did like that Gordon Ramsay show where you like
the
flip hotels and shit.
Yeah,
that were
the
really
Hotel
shitty
Hell.
restaurants.
that was
Yeah,
great.
Hotel. I love that show. There you go. Some non-wrestling shows we watch.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've mentioned that I watch CSI all the time.
oh, do you?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
dude, just the seasons with Ted Danson though. That's it. Yeah, because see, Ted Danson brings along Elizabeth Shue, who I watched Adventures in Babysitting about 8,000 times as a kid, and so Elizabeth Shue became like my first crush. And I've been holding on to it ever since CSI seasons 13, 14, 15, and 16.
Simon Gotch has a new name. He is now Simon Grimm.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, he has he debuted his pro wrestling tee store, which has two different designs. So who's like, oh fuck, I gotta get myself a Simon Grimm shirt. God damn it! It's, buy our fucking shirts. Buy a Simon Grimm shirt, motherfucker.
Yeah, at least you know you're not. Well, yeah, we can't say we're not bullies.
Still no word on his plans for the future, but with a new name, you'd expect he's going to continue working.
I would imagine so. He'll probably
He's just-
keep the same gimmick too. He'll probably just add like a top hat and a trench coat. Yeah, he's already had that.
If he's as much of a fucking douche as everyone says he is, I mean, good fucking luck, dude.
Yeah.
Or
I would
he's gotta
imagine
go to-
he's doing like a Brothers Grimm gimmick.
Oh, sure. I didn't really care. I never thought the guy was much of shit, so...
Oh, I mean, all I thought he was, hey, he can grow a decent mustache.
Yeah.
His titties look weird.
Let's see. Lucha Underground wrestlers are allowed to appear on Impact, but not as their characters. So, to add to the confusion.
What? So they could have had the ref on there, just not call him Marty Elias or Ilya or whatever the fuck you pronounce it.
I mean, at that time they didn't have that deal in place. AAA didn't have a deal with fucking Impact.
Oh,
like
oh,
you know.
okay. I suppose, yeah, they did announce that working agreement.
So, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can be on there, but you can't. You know, I don't understand.
So, like, Cage can go on there. He can wrestle indies before Lucha Underground as Luke Cage or whatever the fuck. And he can't use the name Cage in TNA. He'd be like the Machine or the Structure.
The Structure. Oh man, he'd be like Gary Gears with a Z, dude.
Yes.
Ricochet tweeted about this, saying he's like, so they can randomly do Impact, but I can't do Ring of Honor. Oh, So
Fair enough.
he's not happy. You can tell he's not happy with
Oh,
the
definitely.
deal he has there. But where else are you gonna go, dude? You know, like gonna go to WWE and like get fucking wasted like all those other guys.
But he would make a fuck ton of money.
Be on 205 Live, like wrestling like everybody else. Like, bleh.
It would be a
That's
shame to
not
see Ricochet not do what Ricochet does.
He's super good friends with him and Apollo Crews, aka Uha Nation.
Weren't they roommates?
Yeah, they are. They were roommates for a long time. They still, you know, who knows? They still may be. But yeah, I mean, they're good friends. So you think he would get like a first-hand account of how much dog dick WWE can fucking look at.
Especially from Apollo Crews.
Dude, that guy's just. I mean, we've talked a lot about him, so. Let's see. I mean, I guess we're gonna talk about. We could talk about that later. Amaro Ronaldo officially parts ways with WWE.
Says it has nothing to do with JBL. That's the
That's a-
non-disclosure agreement talking there.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
'Cause
He's been calling some other shit, so.
Yeah, so basically what this means is WWE gave him a bunch of money and said, shut the fuck up and have a good day. That's essentially
Yeah.
what that is.
Right. Yeah, they got their hands on, well, a great announcer that's not from their system, and they shit it away. It's unfortunate, man. Morrow is good.
He is. He
He's
is.
even better when he's not restricted by WWE's horse shit, but
Apparently, too, though, he didn't have a leg to stand on there. Apparently, this was not the first story of Mauro Ronaldo, and the JBL thing I'm bringing to the table was apparently a planned segment to rip Mauro apart. So, like, that's eye-opening there just to see just the shit that goes on and how, like, that story can make it to the New York Post and it still does nothing.
yeah. That is pretty shitty. I don't know what else we got. It's pretty much about all I have.
Apparently, the WWE is done with Paige once her injury is done.
Good.
Yeah. She's a PR nightmare as well.
Yeah, the this week's episode of Total Divas was like the beginning of that whole fucking spiral.
Yeah, her getting suspended.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's not my fault though. Yeah, it is, bitch.
Yeah.
You didn't take your drug test within the allotted time.
Yeah, it's like, you stupid? Like, is there no
Yeah.
deadlines in Britain? Can somebody tell me this?
Not when you're a spoiled little fucking brat.
No, your last name is Beavis.
Exactly. Another TNA superstar has shown up. Superstar. I use that fucking term loosely.
Yes.
You can tell I'm reading this shit. Thea Trinidad made her debut in NXT. She was known in TNA as Rosita. So I don't know. Is she worth a shit?
I can explain Rosita in a nutshell. So TNA is essentially, their women's division is the Attitude Era, right? They've got to be really pretty, and your work rate doesn't really matter. Rosita was kind of the opposite of that, where she was plain looking, but she was a decent wrestler, and therefore she didn't really get much of a push.
I see. Well, she's coming to NXT. Sounds like they're gonna align her with Andrade Cien Almas. So I could see him needing benefiting from a woman.
Yeah. I mean, and be like the shitty fucking guy who just throws her in the way. Like, use her as a shield. That'd be cool.
I could see that. That would work. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything else out of NXT. I mean, not that that's like somebody's like, oh fuck, no, I'm not gonna watch NXT.
Yeah, no, I've never understood that. Like,
What's that?
had like the whole, oh, don't spoil it for me. Who cares?
I don't like when shit's spoiled.
It's not gonna, see, for me, it's not gonna stop me.
Oh, dude, if you spoil Lucha Underground, I'll fucking send you a bomb in the mail or something.
Well, that one's a little bit different because that's supposed to play as a huge story driven TV show. So like, if you know certain parts of the story beforehand, it's going to ruin kind of the build.
Yeah.
But in NXT, where it's still just simple wrestling
I don't
story.
care about that shit. Yeah, I mean, I just don't do them on the show. Just for people who care. Who don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, myself personally, I mean, I don't care. I'll read NXT spoilers. There's nothing there that's like so exciting.
No, God, no.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's talk about some fucking Raw, I guess.
We could. Well, like, Raw, you could have watched Raw in like 45 minutes and got the whole gist.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty. Raw was from Columbus, Ohio. Booker T was filling in for Atunga. So
he's off filming a movie.
what the fuck is this guy in movies?
Yeah, I guess what he plays in said movie. I think I might have said this last week.
What is it?
He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. All right, I guess I didn't know he's in movies. I'm not really like into like big budget, Hollywood type movies. I don't really watch that kind of shit. So
I'm pretty sure it's a WWE movie.
Oh, is it really?
Probably, I would imagine so. I mean, who else would take Otunga? What is his wife get him a fucking deal? Jennifer Hudson.
I don't know. But yeah, what is it's it's so obvious, like their whole fucking thing, dude. Their whole deal of why Saxton is on one show and Otunga's on one, and whatever
Diversity.
whatever the fuck that guy's name is on NXT, he's awful.
Oh, Percy Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he like, you know, good on him for trying, because you know you're not going to go nowhere in the ring.
Yeah.
But it's not for him. I don't think there's. He's so much like Titus O'Neil, so much.
It's so forced. If you want to have like, okay, you want to have a guy in there, you know, to diversity. But it's like, if Otunga's gone, why can't you just do two guys for 6 weeks? You know, like, what's so wrong about that? Like, they have such a fear of a 2-man booth.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I don't think there should ever be more than a 2-man booth. There's no reason for it.
I like 2-man booth, dude. That's my shit. A 3-man would be okay if like 3 people were good, but they only have like 3 total people in the company that are good.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe. I mean, Graves and, you know, like Graves and Phillips was a great team on NXT, great 2-man team.
Yep, they were really good. Tom Phillips, I like Tom Phillips.
Yeah, Faye left him alone.
Yeah.
You know? But whatever. So we have that. Add to, it's like this show, man. If you pay attention at all to the show, it's like there's a different fucking ring post and all this shit right away.
Really, I didn't notice.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not the LED lights, are they?
No, they don't have the LED fucking.
Yes,
the LED. Right. They had like the old school fucking things. And I was like, oh, I didn't notice it necessarily at first. I noticed it somewhere in the show, and I was like, oh, here we go. Oh, so, I mean, I don't know. Braun opened the show. Crowd loves this guy. He's over his shit as a face, man.
He is. And to think of, he just got his first T-shirt this week.
Yeah, stupid.
Like, he's been around for so long, and just destroying jobbers. You think he would have had a T-shirt while he was destroying jobbers?
That's why people too. It's like people always say, like, well, Roman Reigns he sells a lot of T-shirts, and he's got like 57 T-shirts designs.
Yeah.
You know, some of the other guys, this guy's got 0 until this week. You know, come on now, dude.
They got Dolph Ziggler. All his T-shirts are pink and baby blue.
Yeah.
You're really, really cornering the market there, man.
Yeah. And that whole thing of like, oh, they sell a lot of T-shirts, it's a bunch of horse shit, because you all know how that is. Go to a fucking stand on the road on a house show and tell me what T-shirts are at this fucking thing.
Yeah, you find me an Apollo Crews T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a house show here tonight, actually, but I'm not going.
No, I'm done with WWE house shows. The last one I went to was...
Oh, that one was fucking awful. This one is like, I'm not going to go. I don't... Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, like, ugh.
Now, mind you, I would go to a house show to see Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah? This one had Jericho, and I was like, I haven't seen Jericho, but...
I seen Jericho last year. It was good.
I mean, it's a Raw one, but it's like, yeah, they were just here like 11 months ago.
Yeah, like they were here in February in here in Edmonton, and they're coming back again in July. And it's like, why? Yeah. Why are you here so much?
Well, the markets that they have, I knew when I went this last time. It was the first time they'd been here in a few years, and it sold well, and it had really good attendance. And I'm like, oh, they'll be back all the time now. It's like where they draw, if they go somewhere and it draws good, they're fucking gonna keep coming back until it doesn't.
Kill it. Yeah. And you know what, you can see it too. The one that I went to in October was not packed, but there was a good crowd. I go in February and it's half of that.
Yeah. Well, dude, that house show you went to, you know, some of those SmackDown house shows are like fucking awful.
Yeah. Well, because it's the B show. You know what I mean? It's still considered the B show. They get the really green guys.
Yeah. But you didn't even get, like, on a show that didn't have a lot of big names, you didn't even get the big names.
No. No,
Right? There was no Ambrose and shit.
there was no. Ambrose was there. There was no Wyatt. There was no Luke Harper. There was no Randy Orton.
Yeah.
But now, like, we did get the main event was Ziggler, Styles, and Ambrose. That was a decent match.
Yeah, that's probably all right. House show I went to last year, Ziggles opened the show, so
It's just a curtain jerker from curtain jerker to main event, baby.
him and Boring Corbin. I was like, oh.
Oh, god damn! I can't remember who Corbin fought in my show. I think I suppressed it.
Yeah, I thought Braun was good here. The crowd loves this fucking guy. I loved it during Jericho. Well, Joe defeats Jericho by Coquina Clutch, but I love in this match, Booker's like talking about how he wrestled Joe. Like, oh yeah, where did you wrestle Joe, Booker?
Yeah.
What was that place called?
Yeah. Hum that music you had while you're there, Booker T. Let's see how close it was to your WWE music.
Right. I don't know, dude. This fucking, why is the Drifter just like floating around?
It makes no sense.
Crowd cheers it too. They love it. They cheer when he walks by. I'm like, oh god.
Well, it's because oh my god, he's been on TV. He's close to me.
So this is something I noticed this week, and I wanted to talk about. There's an attack. Braun attacks Goldust and R-Truth. They wanted you to believe that someone booked a Gallows and Anderson versus Goldust and R-Truth match.
Conspiracy alert right there.
But during this attack, there's no commentary. Why is that? Same thing with like last week too, right?
Every now and then, yeah, like there was no commentary during the Roman Reigns, but maybe that was because Michael Cole wasn't there because Michael Cole was conducting the interview. But yeah, there is odd points in time where there are no.
That's their new thing now.
Yeah. Is it supposed to simulate, like being shocked and being lost for words? Is that what it's supposed to say?
It's awful. Whatever it is, awkward and it sucks. Because, dude, and then it'll happen, and then immediately after, there's commentary, and they're redoing it.
Yeah, they're talking through the replay.
They're immediately replaying it and doing commentary over it.
Yeah,
what's going on?
That's really odd. It is, and it seems really out of place.
There's these little things that they do in their production that they're just like weird Vince McMahon things,
Yeah,
it's like who else would come up with that? Like, oh, don't talk during it. Like that doesn't make any sense. You can't build any drama towards.
No,
you know what I'm saying? When he's smashing him or flipping over an ambulance, if you had Jim Ross there, by God, you gotta flip it. That's fucking awesome.
He's going to break Roman Reigns in half. He's going to break him. That ambulance is going to crush Roman Reigns. Oh, by God, I hope nobody's behind that ambulance. Oh, no.
It'd be great.
It would.
Instead, it's just silent and weird. And, I don't know. I don't like that shit. What else we got? Oh, God. Gallows and Anderson then are in the ring. And they say Strowman gave the Golden Truth the United Air treatment.
Insert joke here. God damn, they always got to do that. Like the Academy Awards, they did it.
Oh, God. So stupid. Their shit sucks. They demand opponents. You get an end zone cast for a real fresh fucking matchup there.
Yeah. Fucking. Oh.
You know what? I just like end zone cast.
I just soon blow my brains out.
Exactly. Fucking exactly, Brett. I hear you there. Oh, man. Miz TV with Ambrose, dude? Didn't we just fucking see Miz and Ambrose?
Dude,
2 months ago?
They even talked about it. Ambrose says how he won this title from Miz. And just like, fuck me, right?
Isn't the appeal of like taking dudes from one show to the other is to mix them with other guys?
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. That's why they do that. But I see no proof.
Why do you take 2 guys from SmackDown and then have them with each other? You could have put Miz with somebody and Ambrose with somebody. Somebody new.
Well, because obviously nobody watches Raw and SmackDown together.
That's the weirdest thing. Like I feel like that throughout this whole thing. It's like they treat it like you don't watch both. Like you only get one channel.
Yeah.
You only get.
Well, even if you still got one channel, you probably watch it more because it's on the same goddamn channel.
Oh, you're right. I guess you're right.
So like, there's not even that excuse. But it's just stupidity. I don't know.
They must let Miz write his own shit because it's so obviously better than everybody else's shit.
It's obviously in his words.
Right. Ambrose says he's not a brand, which is funny.
Yeah, as he's got a fucking Dean Ambrose t-shirt, huh?
Yeah, go buy your Dean Ambrose coffee cup or teddy bear now on WWE Shop. Like, are you kidding me?
He's got a lot of merch.
Yeah. I just don't know, like, why are we doing this again? We just fucking did this. I have zero interest for these two to wrestle again.
No, I agree completely.
Strowman dragging around Kalisto, throws him in a trash can. Welcome to Raw, bruh.
And then gets body checked by Big Show. Like, that was a charging penalty.
It reminds me of him throwing Kalisto in the trash. Reminds me of fucking Purple Rain, the movie, where that dude has oh fuck, what's his name now? Oh, Morris Day. He has like that assistant guy with him all the time. He has to throw this bitch in a garbage can. It's awesome. She's all harassing him about blah, 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 blah. He just like nods. The dude just like picks her up and throws her in a dumpster.
I fuck millionaires. To me, I just thought of Big Show throwing Rey Mysterio like a lawn dart is what I thought of.
Oh, wasn't that Kevin Nash who threw him? I think that was Kevin
Nash.
Nash.
It was Kevin Nash that threw him. You're right.
Yeah.
I got Big Show on the brain because he body checked Braun Strowman into the wall and said, "Pick on somebody your own size."
And then what do they have Braun Strowman do?
He looks at him.
Yeah, sit there and look at him like a little kid who just got put in his place.
Yeah.
Very weird. And then as he's getting up right before the camera cuts, he looks directly into the camera.
Yeah, he does a Brad Maddox.
Braun Strowman looked like into my soul.
Yeah, my heart just went, Braun.
Is he yelling Braun at the beginning of his
I don't know. I've always thought he was. I've always wanted him to be yelling Braun.
Braun. Heel Perkins has the same entrance as Face Perkins. Yep. Dab and all,
yeah.
I thought it would have been a good chance to give him some like evil NES music, you know?
Oh yeah, like Bowser's. Bowser's music.
That'd have been awesome, dude.
Yeah, it would be. It would be, and he should have like how Baron Corbin's got the black mist following him.
Yeah.
Well, he should have like the fucking fireballs following him.
Or if he came out in like a little airplane, like fucking Dr. Robotnik from Sonic,
just throwing bombs down.
Yeah.
Cut his hair in a fucking skullet.
Yeah, give him a fucking Dr. Robotnik fucking gimmick.
I don't know. I think we should give fucking Eric Rowan that gimmick, honestly.
Or a Dr. Wily fucking gimmick.
I don't know who that is. Who's
Dr. Wily? He's the guy in Mega Man who makes all the...
Oh, okay.
The robot enemies. Yeah, he goes, takes on Gallagher, no response at all. Neville and Aries come out. The whole thing is about anyway. Of course they brawl.
And they just sit on chairs ringside.
They brawl, of course, and Perkins pins a distracted Gallagher. Nonsense.
Complete.
You saw Apollo Crews briefly talking with Titus. Yeah. Titus, who's trying to rip off my boy, fucking Famous Bees gimmick.
Oh yeah, by having he's like a brand coordinator or whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah. Yeah, you could, what is it? You could have like a boat and do an Apollo cruise, and
yeah.
It makes me want to take a fucking Apollo snooze. Honestly,
just smile and wave.
It makes me feel like I have to take Apollo poos.
It's just a log of shit that's in the shape of a smile.
Ready the gas chambers for Apollo Jews. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm just trying to come up with things that rhyme.
This is like that dentist videos. Is this real life?
He should be Apollo Jews. He could play like a Hasidic Jew or something. That'd be
He
good.
has the yarmulke and then the curls.
Fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, he's picking up dimes on his way down to the ring.
Oh, no, you're pushing it. Oh, shit. Fucking. Now we're gonna have to make fun of like other people too, so it evens out.
Yeah, we kind of do, hey? Yeah.
See how many. If we got any Mexicans on this show, we can make fun
Yes.
of.
Well, when we get to SmackDown.
Shout out to Stone Mexican Guy. Fucking love you, by the way. Isn't that like the best name ever? This
Stone
dude
Mexican
listens to our show. His name is Stone Mexican Guy. I just love that name.
It's very descriptive. I feel like I know everything about you.
Yeah, right. It sums it up perfectly,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, he's a sexy dude who smokes weed. I guess it's cool. I want to hang out with the dude based on that alone.
Yeah.
I hope everybody knows at this point that everything on this show is just it's just jokes. Just jokes.
Just Jan.
It's just for the lulls.
That's what the kids say these days, right?
Sure. There's an interview with regular Matt and Jeff.
It's not very good.
No, title match at Payback. And what was I saying? Pay
Backlash.
Backlash. Cesaro and Sheamus, and I just don't care. Like, I'm already over the whole Hardy thing.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it, man! I just break these motherfuckers. Let's go.
Yeah, and we know they've got plans on doing so.
Mm-hmm.
It's just waiting for that time. Like, Impact already lost a lawsuit this week, so.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they lost to AO1 or something like that. They is one of the companies they owed money to, and they ended up losing that suit or whatever. But
What about the broken thing?
well, yeah, that's I don't know. They haven't been sued for it yet, right? So there is no
Why
lawsuit.
are they even taking trying to do anything? Why would you waste any money trying to fucking
Fight
hold
back,
on
yeah.
to this gimmick that they so obviously came up with themselves?
Yeah, and you're not going to use it anymore. What are you going to do? You going to turn another tag team broken? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's very stupid. Fake Razor and Diesel, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
4-way number one contender match. This was fucking the poops.
The poops.
The crowd was so quiet during Nia Jax's entrance, you could hear her heavy footsteps on the way to the ring.
But, Mickey James, too, it was just like silence. It was the definition of silence.
Yeah, I was hoping for Mickey James to win just to see a good match between Mickey and Bailey. That could be something, right? I don't know if we've seen that really. So
you knew Bliss was going to win though because she's the bad guy in her hometown.
Ugh, she sucks.
Yeah, she's good to look at though.
Well, that's it, and let's not confuse the two. I can separate. She's good to look at. She's a shitty wrestler. A lot of people fail to be able to fucking separate those two things.
Yeah, definitely. Cause I don't mind seeing her entrance. I can live with that, because she's very easy on the eyes. The matches, sometimes I get a good shot of her ass. That's a nice pooper. But then the match is over, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, Alexa Bliss is hot. On to the next segment.
On to the next segment where Balor defeats fucking Hawkins.
In 2 seconds.
Are they just, I thought this guy had a fucking concussion. He's back in a week.
I guess he passed the impact test. I don't know how. But
yeah, I have a couple ideas how.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. It's you can't tell the difference. Is Balor concussed? No, that's just his normal vacant fucking stare.
He's just thinking of Legos.
Just thinking about what he's gonna build with Legos when he gets home.
Yeah.
I am fucking harsh on that guy, aren't I? Fuck.
I mean, like,
Such an easy target.
for a guy that really does nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Like, he's not like he's being a shitty wrestler. He's a decent wrestler. He's got a shitty character, but once a month he's got a good entrance, right? But
Yeah, once every couple months.
like sometimes you may sound like you put him beneath Alex Wright. It's like, well, I don't think that's the case, but I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, I don't mean to put him below Alex Wright, though. Although Alex Wright was a good hand.
Oh, of course, definitely. Like, I was a big fan of Berlin. I really was.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but but like, yeah, there's little things about Balor. He comes up and stands on the apron, and then like whips open his jacket so you see his fucking chest and shit. But he like puts his